Prosecutors rest their case and the defense calls its first witnesses to the stand today in day 6 of the Todd Kendhammer murder trial.
The West Salem man is on trial for first-degree intentional homicide of his wife Barbara Kendhammer. He's accused of staging an accident where a pipe went through his car's windshield as he was driving, killing his wife in the passenger seat.
News 8's Madeline O'Neill is live at the courthouse with more on today's testimony.
Mike and Martha, the defense called upon a glass expert and a biomechanics consultant who both backed up Todd Kendhammer's account of what happened to his wife that Friday morning last year. Last week, prosecutors called state crime lab expert Nick Stalkey to the stand. He testified that the windshield had 4 impact points, the last coming after the impact which made the hole. But the defendant's glass expert witness Mark Meshalem says he determined there were 3 fracture points, all lining up with Todd Kendhammer's story. Meshalem was followed this afternoon by biomechanics expert Barry Bates, whose expertise is in how forces act upon human bodies. Bates' testimony contradicted autopsy results. Bates believes that Barbara Kendhammer reflexively ducked to avoid the pipe, resulting in 3 major injuries, which he said were her head gashes, broken nose, and neck injury. He believes the 3 injuries began with the pipe's impact and occurred in order within the vehicle.
So you got response, impact, smash, pushback. They all are typically sequential type maneuvers, which can be or could certainly be initiated by the pipe.
District Attorney Tim Grinke questioned Bates' background in crime scene investigation and medicine. Bates also admitted to Grinke that he didn't believe a pipe could have rolled off of a truck and went through the windshield in the way Kendhammer described. Instead, he said it may have been kicked up by a vehicle. And this was the defense witness's response when Grinke asked if a person could reasonably use enough force to put a pipe through the windshield.
Men have put rocks through windows, phones through windows.
And I've seen people try to penetrate a windshield and not succeed the first try.
Like in this case. Thank you. Objection.
The DA also questioned both expert witnesses on how much the defense is paying them. Bates has been paid $14,000 so far this case. Meshalem couldn't recall, but he makes about $240 to $350 an hour, and he spent more than 10 hours on this case. Mike and Martha.
All right, Madeline, and we heard testimony last week from the prosecution witnesses saying it's unlikely anyone was in the passenger seat when that pipe went through the windshield because of how glass shards and some of the dirt fell on the seat. What did defense witnesses have to say about this?
Well, Mike, the biomechanics expert said that the placement of the glass shards didn't affect his opinion. He also said it wasn't necessarily relevant that there was no blood found on the passenger headrest. Now, we were supposed to hear from Todd Kendhammer as well today, but court adjourned a bit early. Mike and Martha, back to you.
All right, thanks very much, Madeline O'Neill, reporting live at the La Crosse County Courthouse for us tonight. Todd Kendhammer is expected to take the stand tomorrow morning. You can watch the whole trial live on our Facebook page as well as our website, news8000.com.